This isn't any technology show. This is your technology show. Hello and welcome to All New Tech Brits. If you're watching for the first time, then welcome. If you're a previous viewer of other seasons, then hopefully this season we'll be culminating our efforts to make a better series for you.
Yes, this series we have more how-tos, more reviews, more news, and it's just jam-packed, and we really hope you can join us for the entire series. And now is on to the discussion part of the show. This is the part of the show, of course, that has stayed with us through all our different rebirths. And today we want to talk about basically monopolizing companies, particularly Facebook.
Yep, so Facebook just added in a feature to their Facebook Messenger client, which allows free VoIP calls, voice over IP calls across to any of your contacts.
Yeah.
So the problem is, where does this leave companies like Skype?
Well, it's interesting because didn't Skype and Facebook kind of conjoin to do that video calling?
Skype still does Facebook's video chat. I mean, of course, if Facebook then want to go and create that themselves, then that's probably their next step.
Well, it's just weird. Why would Facebook do the voice chat without Skype's help? That doesn't make sense to me, because Skype is the king of voice chat.
Yeah. Well, I suppose the voice chat isn't as hard to do as video chat, I'd imagine. So probably Skype still has the technology there to do video chat better than Facebook. But
is
for
video
how long?
chat still? Yeah, for how long? Because Facebook, the problem I have with Facebook is Facebook has everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, Facebook is one of the scariest companies on the planet because it's got everything.
Yeah, it knows everything about you. That's the whole point, and obviously that's why it's fantastic for advertisers.
I mean, another horrible one is Google.
Yeah, Google. But the things I quite like about Google, because they say exactly what they're using the information for.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can wipe it all if you want. You can go on the one Google page and see everything across all their products, what's being held about you, and wipe it all.
I mean, actually, a Google story that's come out recently is about Google Reader. Google Reader, they killed Google Reader, and then...
Oof, still reeling from that.
Really? Did you use it? Because I didn't actually use it.
Yeah, I used it a lot. I still use RSS a lot, and Google Reader was
Twitter
great.
is my RSS now.
I mean, on my Nexus, I use an app called Press, which uses Google Reader, and they just released an update basically saying they're not sure what they're going to do now, that they're going to continue supporting the app, but they'll switch to a new service like Feedly or something like that.
But they also, Google have now released another app called Keep, I think it's called.
It's like an Evernet competitor.
Yeah, which I will like to say I do like the look of, but in terms of what Google are doing, a lot of people are saying I'm not going to use this because of what you did to Reader and that sort of thing. So I don't know, where do you stand on that sort of whole eco? Because that's the point with sort of these monopolizing companies, is once they have you, they feel that they can just kind of do what they want with your stuff and then just kind of kick you in the face, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that if you're going to have ecosystems like this, everything has to integrate well. And Google's products have worked quite well. Like Gmail works with Google Drive and Google Docs, and they all integrate quite well with one another. Google Reader, I suppose, was something that they were kind of offering, which was a product, but didn't really make much sense for them, like sort of commercially as such. It was like a nice feature for users, and I think that they probably will be following this up with something else quite soon.
They?
Well,
because I mean, if they can just shut down, what's to stop them from just going Gmail no more? We don't want to do Gmail.
Well, again, I suppose that's up to them, but then they would be massively losing out on Gmail.
That's true. That's never going to happen.
So the thing with Google Reader is that everyone used third-party services for it. Again, like I said, I used Press on Android for it, as well as on iPhone I used various apps for it anyway. That's not Google actually getting anything from it to access Gmail. Okay, you can go third-party apps, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I was going on, but there was some reason for my discussion here. But yeah, I suppose it's things that Google do find financially viable, which I suppose Reader wasn't in any way.
Fair enough. Now we want to move on to an app review. Today we want to have a look at an app that was released out of beta recently. It's called Hang With. It's basically, call it the Twitter's dad. So let's have a quick look at that. So this is Hang With. Now this is my Hang With profile, as you can see. So the first thing you'll notice is set up broadcast channel. So once you've logged in, this is the profile page you'll get. And when you set up broadcast channel, there's actually a payment method. More on that in a second. But the main purpose of Hang With is tiny 3-minute broadcasts of whatever you're doing at the time. So you just type in a brief thing to go onto your Twitter and your Facebook. Your camera will start. There's Ryan's legs. That's nice. And then you start the broadcast, and immediately people following you will get notified by push notification. They'll be able to join in the chat. And like I said, it's a 3-minute limit, and the reason it's that is just because it's those moments that you want people to hang with you. You don't want to go on for hours and hours and hours. And there's a little chat room so they can actually interact with you as well. So let's just stop that. We don't want people looking at Ryan's legs.
Sure you do.
Sorry. But yeah, let's go back quickly to the payment options. So what you can actually do is you can get paid to have Hang With, which is quite cool. You get paid through the advertising on the app. So instead of them getting paid all the money, you get a cut, which is quite nice. All of your Hang Withs are archived. So you can view them at any given date. So there are some of my old ones. We won't watch those now. But yes, Hang With is free in the App Store, so go and check it out now. So,
now I want to show you a bit of a blast from the past. Now, can you remember, I was going to say, can you remember the network? Free are still around. But the phones that they used to bring out.
Yeah, those really small ones.
Yeah. Now, if you remember this one I have here, it's called the Skype Phone. Now,
why do you have that?
A Skype phone, I know, I only came across this earlier. Like I said, very retro. For Skype Phone, there's quite a big, obvious missing feature for a phone of that time as well.
Front-facing camera.
Exactly.
I was like, where is it? I can't see it.
Now, I mean, it took me a while to sort of comprehend this, I suppose, because of obviously now Skype is probably more well known for its video calls. Of course, it sort of like messed with my mind for me. I was like, how can you have a Skype phone? But of course, you did just have it for making voice calls. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're talking about. So if you take a look at this, you can see exactly what I mean. Yeah, that's just a bit of a blast from the past.
It's always good to have those. I hope we have more of those later this series.
I've found a lot of them, so I'll probably have a collection I want to show off to you at some point. Now, of course, I just now want to show you an update to Flipboard.
Ah, yes.
So this is still the Flipboard that everyone knows and loves. It still has a whole host of content across a variety of sources, whether it's your social networks like Facebook, Twitter, or professional news sources. The very big difference with this new update is you can now create your own magazines. So very much like Pocket, you can save the things that maybe you want to read later or share with other people. So I'm going to create this magazine title here. Call this Ryan's Awesome Mag. If I could spell it. Now, I'm not going to bother putting a description in, but you can if you want. So here we go, this one's going straight into my Awesome Mag. And I could read that one later. Now, again, the great thing is you can also sign up to other people's magazines. So you can see mine just here. But you can see one here from the Next Web, which I subscribed to earlier. And I can flick through all the things that they've shared.
Yeah, that's very nice. I actually think I might use that again, because I've been trying to find a replacement for Pocket for a while. And I think Flipboard, because Flipboard's always had the UI, so I think it may have just done it for me.
Yeah,
we'll see in the coming weeks.
Nice.
Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed the new big relaunch of the show, the new format. If you have, please leave comments in the comment section below. If you have any other thoughts, also that's where they belong.
Yeah, this is your technology show, so any enhancements or any comments that you can make about how we can improve this experience for you, then please leave those.
Yeah, all our links are in the description box. That's our Twitters, our Facebook, our new Blip site, and everything else is all in the description. So if you want to get in touch that way, you can.
So we hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, and hope you come back. Hope we come back. We'll be back. We hope that you come back next week. Ciao.
Ciao.